Namaste, this is Aparna Bhatt and welcome to our YouTube channel Abhijna Legal Maps. This YouTube channel is specially dedicated for those students who want to learn law and understand the concepts of law and also prepare for judiciary examinations, all India bar examinations or LLB examinations, who want to prepare in English and who want to follow in English and who want to have English notes. So this is completely, this YouTube channel would be complete in English. So if you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe. We would be uploading and going live with many more videos in future. So today's topic is interlinking of sections and orders. What is this? What does this suggest? In Code of Civil Procedure, we have sections and also in first schedule we have orders. So I have already done a small class regarding sections and orders in our previous videos. You can refer them. See, there are similarities between the rules, that is rules contained in the orders, which are procedural nature, and similarities relating to the sections. They are, I won't say all sections and orders are related, but somewhere about 15 to 20 sections and orders are related, so that it would be easy for us if we learn them properly and if we memorize those sections and orders properly. It would be easy for us to write it in exam, in mains exams, or to locate a particular section and to memorize them. It would be easy for us all. Okay, so let's understand what is the interlink between the sections and the orders. See, in this particular slide, what you can see, we have these many sections. Okay, see, right from section 7 to section 114 we have. Somewhere they are interconnected with some orders. So let's go one by one after the other. Let's understand them. So section 7 is interlinked with order 50. What does that suggest? What is order 50? It is regarding provincial small cause courts. Provincial small cause courts. Okay. Then what is section 8? Section 8 relates to order 51. So what does that suggest? So order 51 is all about presidency small cause courts. Okay. So section 8 and order 51 both speak about presidency small cause courts. Okay. Then what is section 26? The most important, the crucial section for institution of the suits. So this is related to order 1 to 4. Basically, we can relate it to order 4, institution of the suits, but also while filing the suit, we have to consider order 1, that is how should be the parties, how should be the frame of the suit, what should be the basic rules of pleadings. So this speaks regarding institution of suits. Okay, then what is section 27 to 29? Section 27 to 29 relates to order 5, that is summons to parties. This is something, or summons to defendants. We can say summons to defendant. Whereas the same thing, section 31 relates to order 16. Even that speaks regarding summons, but it is summons to witnesses. So this distinction we have to make. So whenever we understand order 5, we must also understand order 6, which are common. They are common with respect to the summons, but one is summons to the defendants and one is summons to the witnesses. Then section 30, what does it speak about? So it speaks regarding order 11 and order 13, that is discovery, production. So all those things can be seen here. Discovery by interrogatories and production of the documents. So these things are discussed in order 11 and order 13. Okay, so then comes section 33, very important, that is, it is related to order 20. Order 20 is none other than judgment. How should be the judgment of a civil court? It gives a very detailed description how different decrees have to be framed. Then section 35, 35A, 35B, it speaks regarding order 20A and also costs. It is all about the costs. Different types of costs, compensatory cost, cost for causing delay, or general cost. So all those are dealt here. Then comes section 37 to 74, very important, which is related to order 21, and again it It is the largest order which is regarding the execution, how the decree is executed, how the order is executed. It speaks regarding that. Then comes section 75 to 78, which is also said to be incidental proceedings, where we can link it to order 26, which is commissions. It is none other than commissions. So if this is supplementary proceeding, then section 94 is section 75 to 78 is incidental proceedings. Section 94 is incidental proceedings. So from order 38 to 40, what are those? They are arrest, attachment before judgment, then temporary injunctions, and also appointment of receivers. So these things are covered from order 38 to 40 and also which are dealt under section 94. What is section 79 to 82? It is a very special kind of suit where we can find in order 27 also, that is suits by or against government. Suits by or against government. What is section 88? Section 88 is order 35. That is, you might have heard of interpleader suits, right? So that is the meaning of order 35, interpleader suits. What is section 89? Section 89 speaks regarding settlement or referring to ADR, alternate dispute resolution. So similarly, order 10, rule 1A and also to a certain extent order 23. They are something like a withdrawal, compromise of the suits. So we can refer it as ADR and settlement. Okay, then comes section 90. What is section 90? Section 90 speaks regarding order 36. So it is a kind of a friendly suits, special case we call friendly suits or special cases. So section 94 we have already dealt with. Section 96 to 112, very important, that is from order 41 to 43 and also order 45. It is all about the appeals, how an appeal should be there. Appeals from appellate decree, appeal from first appellate decree, second appeals, or appeals from orders, appeal to Supreme Court. These things are covered. Section 113 or order 46 is regarding reference, and section 114 or order 47 is regarding review. Okay, so reference, review, and 115 was regarding revision, but we don't have the alternate order there. Okay, so these things what we have seen here, they are kind of just a minute. Okay, see, we can see these are the names which have been given to them. The names which have been given to them in this manner, right? So we have, if we understand these properly, if we understand them properly, then it is more than sufficient for the examinations. So like this you have to understand with the help of the charts. So in this manner we have already created a study material for all new criminal laws with reference to mind maps, flow charts and all. So we have our own Abhijna Education app in Google Play Store, and also it's available in iPhones and iPads as well. Also you can browse in Microsoft Edge or Safari. So that's one aspect where you can find our different courses and different tests. So we will be launching very soon the different courses relating to law, which is beneficial for most of the judicial students. It could be regarding major acts and minor acts as well. So if you haven't subscribed or if you haven't downloaded the app, do download it, so that wherever in future, whenever in future, if we launch a new course, you will get the update regarding that. So this is all about our class, and you can also find the books. We have 9 books which is applicable for most of the state judiciary examinations. You can find them, you can purchase them. The description I have given in the description. The link I have given in the description. You can refer them, or you can also check www.abhijnabooks.com. So this is all about today's class. So if you like this video, please do share it and share it among your friends. Also follow our WhatsApp channel. The link also I have provided in the description below. So thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.